What's going on, everybody? Today I am in my happy place. I am working on the rigged go-kart. I am fixing the steering and adding some touch-ups to that little axle that I made. Alright, so before we do anything, the first thing that we need to do is go to the hardware store and pick up some heavy-duty hinges and some screw eyes too, so we can actually get this thing going. Alright, so first thing we're going to be looking at is hinges. I like these ones. These ones are, look at this one. This says 140 pounds each. I think this is what we want to go with. These are pretty heavy. These screw eyes will be good too. Alright, so now that we got our hinges, I just want to show you before I take this apart how the old steering worked. You basically turn this and it would move this back and forth. But we're going to move on to something that's better, because this thing just isn't that comfortable to use. The idea here is that I'm basically going to be taking two of these, and I'm going to be mounting these wheels right onto that. I have one, but I'm going to have to make another one. I'm thinking I'll just use this piece of wood right here, put a big old hole in the center so that the bolt can actually go into it. And then this piece of wood will be screwed directly to the frame, and the hinges will be attached to the end of that, which are also going to be attached to here, and then the two wheels on either end will be tied together with a piece of this wood. It'll probably make more sense once I start putting it together, but that's what I'm going to be doing. Alright, so I just took the front end off, so now what I'm going to be doing is taking this screw out and taking all of these screws out for the rope. I'm going to take the wheels off, I'm going to attach them to these things, and I'm going to re-screw this 2x4 right onto the frame, and yeah, this thing is coming together pretty quickly, I think. Alright, so now this thing is screwed onto the frame, and I'm going to take these wheels off, and then I'm going to take one of the hinges and put it directly onto there, and also change this wheel out too. Lift, right, lift. It's looking pretty good. Alright, so this is what I meant by hinges. This hinge allows the wheel to pivot back and forth, and then the bolt just goes right into there, and then I'm gonna have a some kind of a piece of wood to connect the two together. I got one of them finished, so now I gotta do the other side, and unfortunately my other piece of wood doesn't have a hole in it, so I'm gonna need to drill a new hole, put a new bolt in it, and go from there. Well, I got the second spindle and the other spindle, so they both turn. They're pretty even too, and I mean these hinges. I think it's pretty strong. I mean, it's pretty good. So should be I can obviously just push down on this and it'll be fine. So now I obviously have to hook up some rope that turns from this back and forth to this left and right. And yeah, I'll do that real quick. Alright, the rope is all installed. I use these little screw eyes to move it over there. Everything is attached. So let's see if it turns. So it does want to turn. Yeah, it wants to turn. Ugh. So much better. Wow. Like, actually, look at that angle, bro. Wow. I can still hit the brakes. still hit the gas pedal without steering problems. So that's about as far as I'm gonna need it to go, but it can turn this way pretty well. It can turn right better. But that's good for me because I must take more right turns than I do left. So I think we got it pretty well good, and I think this rope can be used like if you want to, instead of using the weird thing, you just pull it instead of use this weird little thing. So, yep. Well, yep, time to go.